Hello everybody, my name is Petr Koutny and today I will speak about game Nepomniachtchi Karjakin is the Russia Chess Championship 2020, and this tournament is interesting because it used to be one of the strongest chess tournament of this year, and I will show a game between two strongest chess players, and I will show how these guys are strong and how these guys are playing amazing chess. So white is Jan Nepomniachtchi and black is Sergey Karjakin. F3, it's interesting opening line, and of course what black has to play. Black should strike a center by a move d5. That makes sense because if white is playing f3, his aim is to play e4. So why not to play d5 immediately and after a3? What black has to play has two options: to take on c3 or to go to e7. Different is in one variation black still hold two bishops. In another variation, when he will exchange knight, he will not have two bishops, but at the other side white will have pawn weaknesses. Here Sergey is playing bishop to e7, and of course white is playing in a center. So center is the most important part of the chessboard and is the most important part of this game. One exchange, why not, and c5. It's interesting how black is fighting in a center. Immediately he's using every chance to strike a center, and now he's playing move c5. I know maybe this move is not bad, but at the other side white has good option to play move d5 and nil in every endgame. This pawn is too far, so black need to be careful not to enter bad endgame position. Okay, one exchange, and I still don't believe that black is happy. Okay, variation, why not? But this pawn is a strong pawn, and I am worried if black will be okay if white will enter endgame. Nothing special, still theory. Okay, of course white need to go for a short castle, and maybe you are not surprised that not too many world top chess grandmasters are playing this position as a black. I believe that white has advantage for nothing, for free. You know, this pawn is a strong pawn, and let's watch this game till end, because how white will win this game in next 20 moves, that's amazing. So of course black is playing with his knight, and both players are trying to set up position for middle game. d6 is an interesting move. Maybe now everybody will touch this bishop and play to f4 or g5, but Jan Nepomniachtchi is playing the most aggressive move d6 and h3. Of course, as I told you, endgame is favored white, so it's good to hold two bishops for endgame, and maybe for this reason black is going to h5. He's still trying to save his bishop, and this is interesting moment because in next, I'm looking next 4 moves, black will take this knight, and believe me or no, this will be a losing mistake. So bishop to f4, it makes sense. And of course, if black is attacking on b2, it makes sense to play b3. Now let's stop this game for a while and just ask yourself if you believe that white has advantage and where. It's good to stop thinking during your chess game and ask yourself why you think that you have advantage. I believe that the biggest advantage for white is on d6. This pawn is a really strong pawn, is taking this square, so that means that this bishop on f8 is a bad bishop. Knight on d7 is without any activity. this bishop and this knight, this queen, they are too far from each other and they are not working together. I don't see any activity for black pieces. I don't see any threats. And I think that white has a good advantage. At least white has a space, strong d6 pawn and good pieces. And of course this is not huge at winning advantage, but it's a nice advantage and it's a good position for white. Okay, still the main fight will be here. This pawn should be the biggest white's advantage or the biggest white weakness. So you have to put your forces and to defend or support this pawn. And Jan is playing rook to a2 and of course rook to d2, and he is going to support this important pawn. If white will hold this pawn, white has chance to win his game. So interesting game. Rook to a2, okay, h4, and the best move now is h6. This is the best answer. Maybe in variation a5. Looks like black should hold position. You know, it's tough position for black, but still should hold. He made a mistake here. He took on f3, and just maybe you will be surprised that this move is a losing move. You know, only one exchange is a losing move between two chess strong grandmasters. One bad exchange. From now, white has a two bishops advantage. He has strong d6 pawn. He has space, and of course he should play this game without any difficulties, without any threats. And you know, black is only waiting. And maybe watch this queen. This queen is lost because it's very hard to find some way, somehow this queen will be good queen in this game. Something went wrong for black and this is a bad position. So knight to e5 and knight to b5. Maybe the last hope is to play rook to d7. I will show move a6 is a mistake because of a5. One exchange. And this endgame is a loss for black. As I told you, it's a difficult position, but it was difficult from the beginning and from the opening. Knight to c7, and of course two strong pawns, two winning pawns, and lost position for black. So that's only example how difficult should be every endgame. So maybe another option here is to play rook to d7, a5, a6, and maybe here is the best move to take on d6. Yes, of course, white will have strong advantage, huge advantage, but still white need to play some good moves. This position is good for white, but it's not lost for black. Okay, what's happened here? I will show that it's all true that in a bad position lots of people are making mistake, and even Sergey Karjakin is not playing the best move here and he's taking on d6. Maybe it's the last mistake in the lost position. So let's watch the last 10 moves of this game between two strong chess world grandmasters. a5 and what to play. For example, a variation if black will take on f3 and he's playing to c6. I will show one more time. Lost position, one exchange, and is losing a piece on d6. Black is losing a piece. So this variation is not working here. So unfortunately for black, black need to go to h6. You know, watch this queen. This is absolutely out of the game. And what's wrong? There is another pin. Now we saw move rook to a2, now rook to d2, and two bishops, strong pressure to d6, and looks like everything is wrong. You know, for example, what's happened if bishop to e7 is losing knight? Of course, it's a simple. So looks like black need to take on f3, one exchange. And for example, what's happened if now black is playing to e7? Knight to c7, of course, is a winning. Okay, for a pawn, but it's not good compensation for black. I don't think that black has any compensation. He has only lost position. But now let's watch the game. Knight to e4 looks like first active move, but white took on d6, black on d2. Okay, why not? And rook to d3. Two minor pieces for a rook. It's a lost position for black. Maybe the last hope it was to play black's queen to c6, but you know, without any doubt, black is lost. Every endgame is lost for black. So he playing b6, but knight to f5. It's nearly starting a checkmating attack against black's king. One exchange. And the biggest problem is that this queen is out of the game. And the biggest weakness, surprisingly, is this knight. So, sorry, this king. This king is without any defenders, without any friends, without any soldiers. And the game is finishing soon. So, endgame, why not? And it's happened that black entered the lost endgame. As I told you, this endgame was difficult and tough from the beginning. Of course, here black resigned. He should not take on d5 because of fork on e7, and black is resigning. One of the strongest chessboard players, Sergey Karjakin, is losing against Nepomniachtchi. It was a great game, and as I told you, in Russia used to be interesting and strong chess tournament. So Russian Championship 2020 is one of them. I hope you saw interesting game. Maybe not the best opening for the black, difficult middle game position and bad end game. That was all what we saw here, and I hope you enjoyed. So thank you very much for your watching. I thank you very much for your time, and I hope I will see you soon in our another YouTube chess video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope I will see you soon. So bye bye.